Hey guys, it's Kelly, the embroidery nurse, here with another Tuesday tip. Woo! So I recently had one of my best friends from college send me a package in the mail. I didn't even know it was coming. I opened this package and I was like, oh look, my husband's bought me some tennis skirts. I love playing tennis. Then I was like, wait, this one's a small, this one's an extra large, this one's a medium. These aren't for me. What are these? And then later on that evening, I get a text message from my friend and she said, hey, I sent you some tennis skirts for the girls on my tennis team and we want to have our logo put on it. And I thought, okay. So I was like, absolutely, I would love to do that for you. I've monogrammed several things for her daughter and, throughout the years done things here and there. So I sent off their logo to a digitizer that I use regularly, and for the first time ever, he sent back saying, I think I'm going to have to pass on this. With all the details in this, I really don't think in the size that you've requested that it would actually look good or stitch well. And I was kind of dumbfounded. I'm like, wait, I thought everything could be digitized. You guys, some things truly should not be embroidered. So I sat on it for a little bit and I thought, well, maybe we could tweak it. Maybe we could just do the name. Then I started looking at these skirts. You guys, these are expensive tennis skirts. And I'm looking at them. They're so stretchy, right? They're tennis. Some of them had like ruffles at the top, so it was going to be hard to necessarily lay the part down flat that I was going to put the logo on. And I sat on it for just a couple of weeks, really. And normally I turn things around, especially when a friend sends it to me like that. And it was just 4 items, so it wasn't going to take me long to actually stitch. But finally, I put them back in a poly mailer and I mailed them back. And I said, I am so sorry that I just don't feel like these are going to come out the way that you and I want them to look. So I want to tell you guys, it is okay to trust your gut on some things and just say no. I had a very hard time in the beginning of my embroidery career saying no. There are things that I attempted that I had never attempted before on items that people dropped off to me. And I would literally be sweating as I was doing it. And I wouldn't leave my machine. I would stand there. I would hold it. I would eye it. I wouldn't want to walk away because I feared that something might mess up. And as I've progressed in my career, you would think, well, gosh, I would think you would do everything. At this point, no. Realize there are certain things that you trust your gut, and you've done this, if you've done this enough that you can just say, I just don't feel comfortable with that. My friend completely understood, completely appreciated that. I suggested, honestly, that they just do like an a heat transfer on there, like vinyl on it. And I don't personally do that. I don't have that kind of equipment. So I sent them back, just, apologized from my end. And I mean, it's truthfully not a big deal. And I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulder when I no longer had those in my possession. So that's just my tip for you today, you guys. Very simple, but just understand that it's okay to say no. Not everything can be monogrammed or embroidered on. Some things just might not be a good fit for your particular machine. So people don't really understand, what all goes into it. They think we just literally press a button and it does it for us. So, your machine might not be able to embroider like your customer thinks it can, or have the capabilities that they think it does. So just know that you can say no. Reach out to somebody else if you know somebody else that's in the embroidery field and say, what do you think? There's so many Facebook groups out there where you can really bounce off, ideas. There are things that people will post sometimes and everybody's like, oh, heck no, I don't do those. And you'll see that a lot when it comes to like satin robes, like when bridesmaids want those. That's a big no from me. Those are not something no, it's too slick and shiny and all that. And no, I don't want to have a bridezilla mad at me. So, Tuesday tip, it's okay to say no. Hope you'll have a great day. Happy stitching.